HHN in the morning.
Sony can just not catch a break when it comes to Wolverine. It seems like every single day something bad happens that hurts the optics of that game. We have two different stories to talk about that happened in the span of 24 hours since I made the last video laughing at this trash fire.
Yes. At this trash fire. But before we start, let's go.
Hurricane 313.
Detroit rhythm. From the projects to the stage, hey. I made it through my dark days. Hey. Now I'm rolling up a J. Hey. Smoking weed, getting blazed. Hey. Putting clothes in my suitcase. Hey. About to head to the UK. Hey. I was surviving, now I'm thriving. Yep. Baby girl about to get naughty, that's her assignment. Hey. Want you to be my girl, I'm Frankie Lyman. Yep. Let's create the planetary alignment. Hey. You know how to love me, feel it's Hyman. Hey. Me and you together brighter than diamonds. Hey. We got Bonnie and Clyde, there's no denying. Hey. Government run up, we not complying. Nope. Viva la revolution, we all surviving. We gotta get away, so baby, you do the driving.
Hurricane 313. Hurricane 313.
Living legend on the microphone. Shout out to the people in every time zone. Middle finger to haters, y'all niggas minds gone. I guess y'all haters mad because my mind's strong. I walk through the kept my grind on. In the midst of the darkness, I kept my shine on. Midst of addiction, I couldn't find home. Put that bottle down and got my rhyme on. My quick fix to rip shit, linguistics, intricate kicks, wicked, I'm so ballistic. Spin fast and I spit quick, you listen. Mr. Listen or blink, you might just miss it. This with shattered fates like dinner plates. Chillin' in the UK, I'm having dinner dates. I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm finna stay. Killing every hater standing in my way.
Hurricane 313. Hurricane 313.
So cool in this old school. Hurricane coming through with these cold moves. Spitting this new shit, you haters old news. Put the gas in the hospital, yelling cold blue. Understand I'm the best, you got a coke, dude. Should've seen all the mountains I had to burst through. All the bitches that played me, that fucking hurts too. She lucky cause the old me would've murked you. In a whole new mind frame, my rhyme game make the time change, avoiding all of the mind games. Now my flows give you migraines, these high frames, all you rappers lame, you scared to step up in my lane. Style master, coming to blast master, lyrical spell caster, supernatural disaster. The metaphysical flows, putting holes to souls, and all you haters is getting exposed, and you will explode. Sick flows, beats slicker than Crisco. Call my music label, you know this is a hit, ho. I should just stop and flip bows and get goons, kick in the dough, make everybody just get low. So low, so out of control, whoa. Detroit the rhythm, the cataclysm is so cold. Oh, soul, spin lyrical soul flow. Had to look within to make my soul glow. Keeping that burden on my mind. Shooting at the government with my nine. Run out the bitter, don't waste no time. Smoking about the weed just to ease my mind. She pulled up in the 745. Then she can't be a call for 5. Got another mission, it's time to ride. About to cause a homicide. We gon' ride till the day we die. We ain't scared to die. Government out here making we would not abide, cause my mind revolutionized. Hear it in my rhyme. Got a bus at the government. Say it all the time. Switch the flow. You know how it go. Kick you in your throat. Shoot your ass. Then it's time to go. Even trouble smoke. Like a ghost, I would disappear. Come back, reappear. Throw bombs everywhere. Ain't nobody leaving here. Made it clear. I'm the god of storms. Know that's hurricane. Look for me around the world. I got over 40 names. Feel the pain. You gon' feel the flame. I ain't playing games. Feel the pain, you gon' feel the flame. I ain't playing games. Hey, Detroit the rhythm. Detroit the rhythm. Detroit the rhythm. Let's go and get him. Coming through with the slow flow, you slow, bro. Like a slow pole, don't fuck around, get your nose broke. Flow's dope, talk shit, get you smoked, bro. Soul's afloat, bro. It's mixed in with the dope smoke. Stay coach, I'm first class, you broke trash. My flows will have your ass running the church mass. First blast, everybody go stir fast. But I got a heat-seeking missile because it works fast. Hawk smash, punch fast through torn glass. Reinforcements run up, tell them to fall back. They all whack, my flow will knock your foes back. Shame song, nigga, don't fuck around, get your soul snatched. No catch, I sever all of the soul packs. Had to learn to look within to take control back. All facts, I recharted my soul map. If I see a hater walk up, he get his dome cracked. Detroit the rhythm, Detroit the rhythm, Detroit the rhythm, let's go and get him,
Sony can just not catch a break when it comes to Wolverine. It seems like every single day
Salute branches.
something bad happens that hurts the optics of that game. We have two different stories to talk about that happened in the span of 24 hours since I made the last video laughing at this trash fire. So, got online today, was looking around, and I noticed that it turns out there's quite a little bit of a scandal going on with Wolverine over in Brazil that I found quite interesting that I wanted to share with all of you, particularly when it comes to purchasing a pre-order of the physical edition of the game. So this account right here brought this to my attention. Sony blocking stores from offering discount codes for the physical version of Wolverine for Brazil.
What?
And it's like, what? Really?
What?
They're blocking coupons now. So you can't get the game cheaper. Which I could see that happening because what do they want to do? They want to get rid of discs, right? Physical discs got to go. And they're not just thinking about it, they're doing it. In fact, they're quadruple down on it. Literally.
Oh yeah, and if y'all didn't hear the other news about Wolverine, there was a bitch that made the Concord game and the female characters. This bitch did the female characters in the Wolverine game. No wonder they don't look hot. Jean Grey supposed to be a bombshell. Mystique, even though she blue, she's supposed to look sexy and have a nice ass body. Yeah, they gonna give us these ugly ass bitches from other motherfucking games that we haven't even played. The bitch get fired from the fucking Concord shit. I think they motherfucking company went down. And where does she go? She get hired to do characters for Wolverine. Oh, y'all done fucked up. Y'all should see the memes for the Wolverine game. Y'all should see the memes, though. They threw the chick from what was that? Horizon. And threw some motherfucking hair on that bitch. Make it look like Wolverine. But the bitch look retarded.
I believe pretty soon if you buy a new PlayStation 5 and it's got a disc drive on it, you will be greeted with a sticker on the box or inside of it somewhere that says in fine print, Hi there. We see that you're buying a physical PlayStation 5, but we just wanted to let you know, in 2028, there will be no new discs for this thing.
Damn.
I'm serious. That's a real thing they're going to do. So
Damn.
they are well aware of the backlash and quadrupling down on it. And this looks bad.
We gonna be
Salute, live
pirating
and
that.
learn.
Oh, you want
What
a
up,
cheaper
though?
physical version? Now step on back there, buddy. You can't do that. You're going to have to pay the same price as the digital. Or if they really wanted to make digital better in people's eyes, they would make them cheaper, because they should be cheaper than the physical release, because you're not making a disc and you're not making packaging materials. So it should be cheaper. But instead of sliding the cost savings over to you, they're just keeping it in their pocket. So this got me curious. Is this real? And it is real. Very, very real. DualShockers covered this. Sony accused of blocking Wolverine discounts in Brazil.
Damn.
But there may be more to it. And there is more to it. So I looked into this a little bit. And here's what's going on. So there is a shop called Gamer Hut. And they announced that they're going to be halting pre-orders for Marvel's Wolverine on Shopee, a massive online e-commerce marketplace operating in the region. According to the store, an official public statement on social media, the decision was triggered by a strict external requirement demanding that the game only remain listed on the platform if all platform-funded promotional discount coupons were explicitly disabled for buyers. However, they carefully avoided naming names. Gamer Hut made sure to clarify that Shopee itself was not behind the restriction, highlighting that the e-commerce marketplace routinely provides platform-funded coupons to help players shave cost off their major purchases without cutting into the retailer's margins. Rather than forcing buyers to pay full price by stripping away legitimate platform perks, Gamer Hut chose to pull the listing entirely. To proceed with the pre-order, we would have had to agree to remove the benefit from our customers. We do not agree with that condition, the retailer stated.
Yeah, Sony did that shit. It was
early
Sony.
birds that all existing pre-orders placed prior to the shutdown would be fully honored and delivered at launch. So it thickens even more plot-wise when you look into the fact that there's another outlet that has the same shit. This one right here. Same promotional perks intact. So they went after one, but not the other. Also, they didn't name names, but they didn't say that it wasn't
I'm trying to
PlayStation
maintain.
that made this happen. And as of right now, PlayStation has not...
Sony PlayStation did that shit. They hoarded motherfuckers from getting some shit for cheap with a coupon. They some hoes for that. But I've been alright trying to maintain. I'm still heated about what YouTube did to my baby Vanta. So I'm still searching for another spot. I'm about to see what the website Billy is talking about. This might be a good competitor against YouTube. The shit is from China. Hopefully, this shit can be cool. So far, they already loading up with millions of people over there. So if Billy can, they're not doing no age verification, and we could be able to post what the fuck we want. They're going international with it. I don't think they got an app yet, but soon they will. And I will be over there on Billy. Pause. Because if they taking away our freedom of speech and freedom of expression over here, y'all got rid of my baby Vanta like her fourth channel. Can't do ASMR, can't do the video vixens. Y'all afraid of lava lamp videos with the Suno background, but music is like, bitch, what the fuck can we do on this platform then? But they want us talking like this. They want us to show our face because everything else is inauthentic, but yet there's sex and nudity on this platform they ain't get rid of. There's motherfuckers with AI music. The whole fucking platform is AI music. That get to stay, but y'all take away my girl Vanta. So, it's kind of bullshit. So, this is some bullshit. Fuck this platform. Fuck YouTube. I hope it burn in hell forever. And I hope, everything, be cool on her end. I wouldn't want to come back to this fucking platform either. At least not for a minute. But I just need her to hit me up so I can see what's what's up with her. And if she's catching this, I'm like, yo, hit me up so I can be like, yo, this gonna be the spot where we gonna be at. But after losing your fourth channel within months, you wouldn't want to even look at YouTube in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't want to look at this bitch either. But hit me up. Yeah, there's a lot of new people that ain't bothering anyone and they're being fucked with. But eventually, our favorite content creators that we are subscribed to is going to get fucked with because of this. And it makes me look at, myself and, others. It's like, holy shit, we're still here because we make realistic fucking content. You can hear our voice. You can see our face sometimes when we go live and show our face. And plus the shit is original. I'm not really doing reaction videos. Everything is close to original content. This is what YouTube want. They want you to, be authentic, but yet they still got a lot of fake bullshit on this platform. But at the end of the day, I've been doing this bitch for 6 years. I maneuvered all through this, and even when you do adapt to the new changes, they change the shit quick under your fucking nose. So you got to be constantly fucking moving. Well, I'm about to be constantly moving my ass to another fucking platform because YouTube ain't shit. So Vontae, listen to this, and I know you will. Check out Billy, Billy, Billi. You already did the cam tape on the first YouTube Exodus video. The cam tape is on some bullshit. But if Billy work out, I'll let you know. I'll be over there. And I'll come over here and I'll drop a little bit here and there. But YouTube, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you.
Shoot any public comment regarding the online speculation because there are a lot of people saying, hey, they're taking away the discounts for the physical.
Gotta get rid of them because, like, at the end of the day, they keep on claiming inauthentic content because I know it ain't sex and nudity this time, so it's probably inauthentic content. And they're cracking down on people that's not really showing their face and not really saying nothing on their videos. And they're calling it inauthentic content. And they just made this one shit up called family. It's something about family misplaced something. What the fuck? What the fuck? I covered it. Yeah, but they added some new shit. So it's like, on the same day that they got rid of it. So it's like, it's bullshit, man. But like Vontae got my number, she got my email. She just hit me up, so I could just find out what the fuck going on and see how we gonna maneuver around this shit because I already told her like my channel is her channel. If you need me to post anything for you, I will. But I understand why a person just don't want to get be on YouTube anymore, but like, at least let me know what the fuck going on. But Google is also doing some bullshit on their end too. And it's like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It's like they're trying to block me from motherfucking getting in contact with Vontae, or they blocking her from getting in contact with me. And they used to motherfucker like delete our comment threads when we be talking in our like when I talk under her comments and shit, we just chatting. And they deleting all of our comment threads. I'm like, what the fuck is they doing this shit for? And they keep on changing y'all comments in the chat. They change her comments. It was like, man, nigga, fuck all this shit. Like automatic translation my ass. That's some bullshit. Y'all monitoring what we say and do, and y'all fucking with people. It's like I'm saying, like I wouldn't be surprised if they getting rid of her just to make me motherfucking wild out, say some dumb shit, and they get rid of me. Nigga, I'm due for some strikes. I'm due for another nuking. Fuck YouTube. I hate this fucking platform, and I'm gonna call it out every chance I get. Motherfuckers come to this bitch wearing a mask. Motherfuckers come here to get monetized. Vontae just came here to chill. You feel me? Ain't done nothing wrong to no fucking body. So I'm gonna go ham on YouTube until I get the fuck up off this bitch. I'm down to 7 albums any motherfucking way.
Version over here. What's going on with that? And while it wasn't, they didn't throw a finger up accusing Sony of anything. However, they didn't say it wasn't Sony.
Right.
So it kind of looks like Sony dropped the hammer and told them to turn it off, stop making the physical edition cheaper, because we want to make digital the go-to. We can't have people knowing that physical can have sales and be cheaper. What are you doing here? We're trying to be greedy scumbags.
Right.
Now, why did they go after the other side? Maybe it's not that popular compared to the big one that everyone was using. That's a speculation error. They just don't care. I don't know. It might not even be Sony. If you're say speculation error, they just don't care. I don't know. It might not even be Sony, right? But who else could it be? So I don't know what to say there. I don't know what to say there. But speaking of digital bullshit, this was really funny. So check it out. A digital deluxe version is in the cards, and you get 3 new suits if you purchase the digital deluxe version.
3 suits.
What about retail? Well, we'll get into that. If you get a physical version, can you still get these? We'll get into that. And the reason that's an important question is because they don't really clarify that until you really look into it. The quick answer is yes. If you buy the physical disc, you can upgrade for $10 and get the digital deluxe version.
Hell no.
Which would give you, in my opinion, the main reason to get it, which would be the first appearance suit, which they're calling the Incredible suit. This is what he had on when he first appeared way back in Hulk 181. And this is
my shit fucking up on the fucking pre-record.
what he looked like. And I like this. This is pretty cool. But you have to pay $10 extra for it.
Right.
The reason they call it digital deluxe, and make it sound like the only way you can get it is digital is because they want you to buy the digital version of the game, not the physical version, because they're trying to break habits. They want everybody getting used to digital. That's your future, your digital future, ladies and gentlemen. Your digital future is the future. If you don't like it, basically you can fuck off. That's been their messaging. For real. They haven't come out and said, F off. But how else can you take it? By the way, they're quadrupling down and putting
It's like it's crazy. It's like y'all want the bad guys to be like, look, we're bad guys. Do something about it. And then, yeah, let's do something about it. Then y'all gonna get mad. It's like if y'all don't hear it or see it, or, y'all don't do shit. It's like, man, I don't know what the fuck going on with people, man. Y'all see that they're corporate scumbags, but y'all want them to say it. No, if y'all see the pattern of them being corporate scumbags, kill their ass. Like, what the fuck? You kill them by not buying. No disc, no buy. Or why is y'all charging motherfuckers for extra shit? Man, I remember back in the fucking day, all the secret shit was unlockable. You used to just grind through the game, do all the secret shit, and get all the fucking costumes and armor and weapons, whatever the fuck. Now you can just pay to win, pay to play for cosmetic shit. I remember PS2 used to motherfucking make sure you grind. You want to get all this? You want to unlock all this? You got to do this, do that, do this, do that. Play hours and hours of grinding, puzzle solving. Secret super boss fights you gotta fight in order to get a piece of armor, whatever the fuck. I miss those days. Now you just pay for the shit.
On brand new PlayStation 5s with disk drives saying, hey, just let you know here, we know you're paying extra money for that beautiful disk drive where you can buy things that you actually own. We want to get rid of that. So just so you know, in 1 more year, so you won't be allowed to do that. But yes, you can get these with the physical disc. You just got to pay $10 extra and it's yours. But still, the messaging in the big bold letters that they've been using when they run the trailer in saying that it's digital deluxe where you can get these makes me think, they're trying to say, hey, why don't you get this digitally for these extra costumes? I don't know. That's speculation, but still, just more shady bullshit with Sony. And by the way, things are going terribly all over in gaming. I got a comment about this story yesterday about Shift Up hiring DEI specialists, PlayStation executive as head of global communications.
What?
I will reserve my judgment until we see more of Stellar Blade Blood Rain, but this is certainly worrying to say the least.
Yes.
And I agree. So yeah, Shift Up hired a PlayStation executive that was a DEI specialist. He was He is now their head of global communications.
It's bullshit.
So that's not good.
He probably a faggot.
That's the last thing.
Yeah, because they just infiltrated Stellar Blade. And Stellar Blade was a hit. Beautiful looking woman, dog ass body, great storyline, great gameplay. Now they just hired a DEI motherfucking hire in that bitch. During the process of them making part 2. And it's talking about some global motherfucker shit. So this motherfucker, faggot. Probably a fucking fag. Talk about a DEI motherfucker consult. I was like, it's like, why the fuck do y'all keep on doing this shit to my fucking games? I hope they just put a hole in y'all motherfuckers. And they always put them in the top fucking positions to sabotage the game. After Stellar Blade was a hit, now they working on part 2, and they gonna bring a DEI motherfuckers. Man, come on now. All eyes on that motherfucker. And if you see some fucked up shit in the new Stellar Blade, it's because of that faggot ass fucking DEI hire that y'all put on the top of the fucking totem pole. Fucking faggot. We gonna make everything faggot and woke. Man, fuck that shit. This is why everything is gonna be in the hands of the underground, the pirates, the hackers, and the independent motherfucking game developers. No DEI hires. We hiring motherfuckers because you're good at your job, not hiring a motherfucker because we gotta motherfucking meet some type of incentive. Hire motherfuckers that love gaming, not motherfucking infiltrate. Not let motherfuckers infiltrate your shit and fuck your shit up from within. I wonder how much Shift Up got paid to bring that motherfucker in position. We'll see what goes on part 2 of Stellar Blade. If it's not as good as part 1 or even better, it's because of that DEI faggot. Talking to all the writers and all the motherfuckers. Hey, yo, put this in there, put that in there. If you don't, you're fired.
Studio needs is one of these scumbags sniffing around in there and making changes. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Also, EA employees are very, very worried about Saudi Arabia owning EA now.
Damn.
Saudi Arabia owns EA Sports. EA Sports is in the fucking game. You know what that means? They don't play that faggot shit. They don't play that DEI shit. They stand on business on they shit. And shit is the key word because they love shitting on bitches. And bitches be going over there to get paid all those monies to get shitted on. Oh, yeah, they do that too. And there is no allegedly, but we're going to say allegedly anyway for YouTube purposes. Fuck that.
They're very concerned that it could affect LGBTQ content in progressive stuff in their video games.
SpaghettiOs. Yeah, because they don't play that faggot ass shit. So if there is any faggot shit in video games, guess what? Saudi Arabia is chopping that shit out your game. Yeah, no more faggot rainbow shit. Get that shit out the fucking game. Oh yeah. So now motherfuckers gonna try to beef for Saudi Arabia. I wish y'all would. Y'all would lose funding and everything. And y'all will be banned from the fucking country. Go ahead and try that shit. EA Sports. It's in the game. So y'all better focus on games like basketball and don't try to make no shit with no faggot shit in it or any woke shit. Sorry, EA, you're done. You're fucked. But if y'all play your cards right, everything is going to be all right. Just like the song. If you play your cards right, everything's gonna be, it's gonna be all right. Just focus on sports. Y'all try to be ambitious and make any other game, and y'all try to sneak that woke shit in. You think Saudi Arabia ain't gonna catch that shit? They own your shit now. EA Sports is in Saudi Arabia. It's gonna be a nigga with a turban on with a motherfucking scimitar talking about la 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 on the EA Sports logo.
I'd say that's probably true. That's true.
Because Saudi Arabia don't fuck with that
Marathon, another huge Sony out that is now down to 1,239 players. Apparently, it's lost 96% of its players since launch day.
Damn.
A lot of Sony live service L's. I love it. That Horizon game is canceled because they've seen the writing on the wall. Now Marathon.
Yeah, y'all try to make another Horizon game, and after y'all motherfucking made that second one, y'all motherfucking made all the bitches ugly. It's like, come on, now the bitch was hot in the first one. Now the bitch got a motherfucking puffy ass face, look like a dude. Y'all try to come out with the new Witcher game. That's CDPR. Yeah. Those motherfuckers fucked up Siri, and Siri was a hot chick in The Witcher 3. Nah, y'all bringing her back as a Witcher. This bitch is not supposed to be a Witcher. That's one. She's already more powerful. And can't no female go through the rites and the rituals to be a Witcher. This is a man shit. So it's like, they already fucked up the lore. Now, understand you being a hunter and you helping out in your way, but like not you being a Witcher. Ciri is powerful. She's beyond Witcher shit, you know. Her blood is, control space and time. Now y'all downgraded her to a Witcher? What? Don't get me wrong, I love Ciri as a character. But y'all about to fuck her off. Y'all just fucked her off with that motherfucking Witcher 4 trailer. And y'all made a lot of people mad that love the lore.
They still won't admit as a failure, is failing harder than ever. They wasted millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, in fact, on that Last of Us live service game. I talked about it.
Oh, yeah. And that Last of Us 2, y'all had motherfuckers fucking trannies in that bitch. Oh, yeah, I know the Last of Us ain't going to be in Saudi Arabia. They should motherfucking have a motherfucker decapitated for shipping it. And he talking about it was game of the year. How the fuck was Last of Us 2 game of the year and nobody bought it? When the shit got leaked of a transgender bitch getting fucked, everybody was like, oh, hell no. But that wasn't really the fucking killer. The killer was y'all killed the star of the first one, Joel. Now, I understand plot for part 2. Face the consequences for your actions, Joel, in part 1. You chose to save Ellie because you did not want her to get, tortured, experimented on, and killed for the cure of the virus that fucked everybody up. Okay, you got to face those consequences of your actions. Yes, there should be people after you, but you should not die in your own shit. Like at the beginning, like what the fuck? And then what really pissed everybody off also, you get to play with the bitch that killed Joel? Hell no. You get to play with the bitch that's getting, with the fucking transgender bitch that's getting ran from the back. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga, they was talking about game of the year and that shit was still on store shelves. Game of the year. And like, this how you know the gaming awards was no better than the real awards. It's motherfucking people, motherfucking dick sucking and motherfucking, you already got their agenda pushed. You know what I'm saying? You already got their winners and shit. And plus, like, Eminem knew that shit from, like when he motherfucking, like he went through his shit. It was like, all right, I understand if I lose to Kanye, that's cool. He's influential. But who the fuck is these bitches? I don't even know the fuck. Better than me, nigga. But yeah, dog, it's fucked up out here.
Yesterday's video, check it out. Just all around L's for Sony. I think it's fantastic.
And plus, live service games, they seeing the big hit. Ain't nobody really fucking with their live service shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, ain't nothing wrong with playing online, but like if you ain't got nothing fun to play online, ain't nobody gonna fuck with it. 2, if y'all got agendas in these online motherfucking live service games, ain't nobody gonna fuck with it. But the motherfuckers that fuck with it are the fruitcake shills, the NPCs, or the faggots that love that safe shit. Y'all can have that safe shit. Sooner or later, motherfuckers are gonna be pirates, and y'all motherfuckers that fuck with all that safe shit, all that motherfucking shit, y'all gonna be coming to us. Once they motherfucking go digital and and motherfucking y'all gonna want to motherfucker go back to living a good disc. You know what I'm saying? Something that you own, y'all gonna fuck with us. We gonna be the new underground. Our shit gonna look like the Hackers mixed with the Foot Clan underground. It's gonna be parts of. It's gonna be some elegant parts of it, but it's gonna look mostly like the Hackers movie and the Foot Clan from Ninja Turtles. Look, welcome to the bizarre / underground / revolution / what's those motherfuckers from the video game Watch Dogs? Dead Set, whatever the fuck. Nigga, we gonna be lit. We gonna be lit. We gonna be good. We gonna be good. I'm the motherfucker defense protective sector of that. But I have to learn how to hack. I have to learn how to do this pirate shit, because at the end of the day, that's where the new money gonna be at. The underground is gonna run the shit. Call me Baron Kane.
They're having giant L's with Wolverine. They're having giant L's with all of their live service games. L's all around for PlayStation. I'm digging it. Because at the end of the day, I have my PC. I love my handhelds, my Steam Deck, my Switch. That's how I prefer to play.
I love my PlayStation 4, my Xbox One S, and I still got my old 360. I wish I had my PS2, because I still had that motherfucker for a minute. I had that motherfucker for a long ass time. You know, that motherfucker finally, you know, I think it stopped working around like 2018. But I had my PS2 for a long time. And like when the other one went out, I bought another one for like $60. I was like, hell yeah. I've been paying PS2 forever. But what I loved about these old systems is it was die hard like a motherfucker. You can rip the motherfucking game rolled until the wheels fell off. And if the game was fucking up, if the system was fucking up, all you had to do was open it, clean it, close it, play your game. Now, there were situations when the disc was acting up. Okay, open it, clean the little disc area, bam, play the game. Or take that bitch to a shop, or if you know someone that know how to fix the shit, or watch a tutorial. Make sure that PS2 get fixed. I swear to God, I was on that shit like, man, let's go. Man, because I had too many fucking games on the PS2. Too many games to not play. I'm talking about games you don't trade with friends. You know, I'm talking about like these are personal games. These are the personal games you can just motherfucker go to it and just play it when you're bored. Or shit, you know, after a long day, something fun. You know, the back of me and my little brother used to play. I'm talking like we played so much. We motherfucking got so good at the games. We just used to motherfucking just pick our characters and let the computer play while we smoke and watch. Sometimes I used to bet money on a motherfucking boxing fight or some shit like that, you know. Or motherfucker had fight night round 3. We just had the boxers motherfucking computer fight each other. We just bet like, yo, nigga, who win it? I don't know. Fuck it. I got Muhammad Ali. I got Evander Holyfield. Let's go, man. Play fight night round 3 and just watch them box. Like, yeah, let's go. But yeah, that's that. I think we got a couple seconds.
Games, honestly, nowadays is on my Switch or my Steam Deck. Now, that's where I'm the most happiest, especially sitting outside, relaxing in a hammock.
And plus, I got my 360 too. I might motherfucking play. I still got to finish my Max Payne 3 for y'all on some struggle streaming. I still got the Resident Evil 6 to finish. And I still gotta finish that GoldenEye, because I got the GoldenEye too. I think I played like the first mission or some shit. First 2 missions. I still gotta go back to that. But yeah. And I got that hot Bayonetta. I might play Bayonetta for y'all on some struggle streaming. Hope y'all can keep up. That bitch be dancing around the screen, kicking ass. But she looks sexy doing it. And she's a slim goodie with the glasses on. Oh,
That is amazing. Very, very fun way to play games. Anyway, I'm enjoying these PlayStation L's. How about you? Let me know in the comments how you're feeling about all this. What do you think about the idea of Sony getting mad about Wolverine physical being cheaper so bad that they might have shut that down? And let's be real, it probably was them. They didn't name them, but who the hell else would have done
right.
it?
Who else? Yeah, who else got the power to do that? Sony. Yeah, it ain't over. Now I gotta holler at my dude that just be going in. This motherfucker just be going in. His name is Rants for Vengeance. Like the last guy that was talking is Yellow Flash. I fucks with the Yellow Flash. You know, he covered the news. Flash, Clownfish TV, and Mecha Random 48, I think. Mecha Random 40 something. You know, I try to fuck with the people that be in depth. Who else? Ripperverse, Critical Drinker, Geeks and Gamers, Hills versus Babyface. For all my UK guys, you know, and shit. There's probably a couple more. And the beautiful redhead with glasses, Vera Dark or Vera Gold. Plus, there's a lot of redheads with glasses. Y'all all make me think about Vonta. Thank y'all. But anyway, let's get on to this next Wolverine rant. Going in.
Remember when I said Insomniac's Wolverine didn't look, act, or sound anything like Wolverine? Well, I hate to be that guy, but not only was I 1000% correct, but now it's common knowledge for anybody with a brain out there, and if anybody says different, they're lying to you. This is not Wolverine. The real people knew it from day one. You don't have to play the game to know that it's completely retarded. You don't even want to be here. You're right. I thought you were back. We were back. But still, you couldn't even protect him if you went right. Exactly.
Cloud security. AI coding assistants are now generating code at machine speed.
Really?
Go fuck yourself. Every single counter argument that was created being how do you know what Wolverine sounds like? He's from a comic book. How do you know what Wolverine acts like? There can be different versions of the character.
Right. Motherfucking counter argument was like, how you know what he sounds like or looks like if he's only a comic book, and how you know this? Because the motherfuckers that created Wolverine gave him a distinct sound and they got inspiration. The inspiration comes from Clint fucking Eastwood. Do you feel lucky? Punk. Hello, bub. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to look gritty, gutter. This motherfucker Wolverine looked like he motherfucking came through looking grimy and gutty, and he wanted to shave and look good for the school. Here, professor, how the motherfucking shave look? It's like, you know, you look good, Logan. You look good. You know, looking all gay and sophisticated and shit. Like, that's not how Logan's supposed to look. But don't let me rant about it. I'm gonna let him rant about it because I thought I was a fan of Wolverine. I realized I was more of a fan of a Hawk than Wolverine. You know, like Wolverine is like, I could probably say number, 3 in like relatability. Like when it comes to relatability in these Marvel characters, this is the Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man, then there's Wolverine. And Spider-Man is the only motherfucker that experienced homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Experiences like real trials and tribulations with girlfriends and balancing life and a job. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's some relatable shit. This is why everybody fucks with Spider-Man. You know, it's like, yo. And plus his rogues gallery is up there with Batman's rogues gallery. You feel me?
It's completely completely destroyed. Wolverine has a very distinct voice, look, and a way of acting. He's masculine, badass, and one of the deepest characters in the Marvel Universe. He's not gay, he's not retarded, and he's especially not whatever the fuck this is meant to be. I've said it in all my other videos, so it kind of feels redundant saying it again. But apparently it needs to be. Wolverine is based off of Clint Eastwood directly. It's why Steve Bloom is basically doing a Clint Eastwood impression. And the same goes for Cal Dodd from the X-Men series in the 90s. You gotta ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Do I feel lucky? Well, do you?
And Steve Bloom, right? Y'all know who Steve Bloom is. If y'all a fan of Cowboy Bebop, Steve Bloom does the voice of Spike. And Steve Bloom also did a lot of characters. A lot of different characters.
Any real fan of the character knows this, but if you're arguing against people like me and you're trying to defend this corporate slop, then you clearly aren't a real fan. And just another thing that I've covered before is that apparently it's outlandish to say that you played the Wolverine game before it came out. It's so outlandish that you can find tweets all over the internet of people pulling up examples of stuff that was in the game in the original build because it was available for such a long time to play. Now, I'm not going to say that I did play it because that might cause some issues here and there. But if you want to act like it was some hidden thing that nobody could have possibly gotten their hands on, then you're a moron. And like I just said, you might sound like a broken record saying the same stuff over and over, but it has to be done. This Wolverine right here is not even Wolverine. He doesn't deserve that title. And for many different reasons, being that he doesn't look or act anything like the character. Apparently the people writing this game are a big load of gay black women. And it's just a fact that the people writing Wolverine need to know about classic badass American movies like Dirty Harry or The Maltese Falcon. You know, the exact inspirations for the 1980 Wolverine comic run, the debut solo run for Wolverine by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller, an absolute masterpiece. You know, this one right here that I'm holding in my hands because I actually own it, which is not something that anybody writing this video game can say, or anybody arguing against me, because not many of these people actually read the comics. They pretend to be a Spider-Man fan, but they're actually talking about some comic from last week or the movies. They've never read the Roger Stern run. They've never read the Stan Lee run. And the same goes for Wolverine. These people want to tell you what Wolverine is meant to be and how anybody who doesn't love this game is wrong and some sort of anti-woke nut job. When in reality, I don't really give a shit about woke. The game is retarded. But if you do want to talk about wokeness being political agenda injected into the story, well, this game has a shit ton of it because it's being made by Insomniac.
You gonna do this or should I?
Yeah, and Wolverine gets saved by a bitch. When does that happen? When does the fuck that happen? How the fuck does that work? When did Wolverine ever get saved by a female? I'm talking about they got Wolverine on his knees with his hands up. Y'all know damn well if y'all got Wolverine like that, he's already probably chained down, and plus he already got his ass beat by a powerful ass mutant. Ain't no regular guys with regular fucking guns, rather bullets or lasers, is gonna stop Wolverine. Or he's gonna fake get lured to be trapped by a female. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You gotta fuck Wolverine up to get him to be like, all right, my hands is up. And even then, when he throwing his hands up, he's not throwing it up in surrender. He's gonna fucking throw his claws to the last arm get cut off or something. You know what I'm saying? Not being saved. What the fuck is this shit? But y'all probably would say he was saved by a couple females before in the game and all this shit. But if he was, it was probably because he was being hemmed up by a sentinel or something, and someone did some telepathy, or maybe someone shot an arm off. I'm not sure. But man, Wolverine would never go through this moment that I just saw. That's all I'm saying. It's like moments like this will never happen. That's why I say like this shit is written by gay black bitches, and the female characters was created by a bitch that worked on Concord. It's not working at Concord no more because that game flopped like a plop.
That time you caught up.
You know the company which thought that Spider-Man...
Yeah. And she was like, by the time you caught up, yeah. You telling him, about time you caught up. No one's supposed to be telling Wolverine no shit like that. None of the females supposed to be like, about time you caught up. Look, bitch, I was already here. About time you caught up. Thanks for saving me. Even though I was going to handle this shit myself. And she would have been like, really? You know, it would have been some demasculating shit. That's all I got to fucking say.
Wasn't Peter Parker. Instead, he was some annoying black kid or a deaf girl. When I buy a Spider-Man game, I don't want to play as Miles Morales. I don't want to fight the real Spider-Man. And I especially want to see him acting like the character from the comic page and not like a complete and utter cock. And that's the major issue with this Wolverine game.
Oh, yeah, that Spider-Man 2 was horrible. He was fighting Venom in the kitchen and shit. And a fucking refrigerator fell on Spider-Man. Like that shit hurts. A refrigerator.
A lot of clips and cutscenes have been released from the game showing us what it's actually going to be like. And obviously, if you criticize it, the argument is that the game isn't even out yet. But it doesn't need to be to say that this right here is fucking spasticated. So we took the Clint Eastwood drinking, smoking, bar fighting badass Logan and turned him into a Redditor Goyim who acts like a homo who needs to go back to using Discord. And you hear these people bitching and moaning, crying. But in the Bryan Singer movies, he also did the middle finger with his claws. The Bryan Singer movies were complete shit and weren't anything like the X-Men.
For real, they fucked up that Wolverine motherfucking movie. The game was alright, but they fucked up that fucking movie. Y'all had Gambit fucked up. Y'all motherfucking fucked up everything with that movie. That shit was horrible. That shit was horrible. That shit was horrible. But y'all made Van Helsing. That was a pretty good movie. And it was a pretty good game too. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
Disgrace to the source material. Anybody who's read the comics knows that. Wolverine doesn't stick up his middle fingers and smile and do a backflip out of an airplane because that shit is gay. Wolverine doesn't wear armor plating because in Weapon X he was born as a mutant with healing factor. But you can go watch my many videos on Wolverine if you want to see.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like the armor he got on, this motherfucking, that's armor plated. What the fuck you need armor plated shit on for? He's full animanium. What the fuck? It's like it's crazy. You know, that's why I say it's like these bitches, these faggot ass, fruitcake ass, LQ, elemental P, XYZ, DEI, higher 1, 2, 3 ass bitches fucking with the writing and they're fucking with the female characters. It's like, bitch, do you even know anything about Wolverine at all? And for the character design, it's like y'all know damn well Wolverine's supposed to look grimy and gutter. There was people online showing how they would have done it in their own AI form, and it looks better than the mother video game adaptation. And this is why Sonic was great. Sonic cared about what the fans said when that first trailer came out for Sonic. They like, nigga, change that shit. That nigga like a meth addict. And they changed it, and Sonic is on its 3rd or 4th movie right now. See, this is what happens when you pay attention to the fans. And after you pay attention to the fans gonna come out and see it. Okay, cool. Y'all changed Sonic. We like him now. Let's see how this movie gonna be. Let's get our laugh on. Jim Carrey gonna carry the whole movie anyway. Y'all got the right person playing Dr. Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman.
Full backstory, or you could just read the comic. But Wolverine didn't have bone claws. Originally, he was this loner, depressed guy who was going around getting into bar fights and blowing off steam at shooting ranges. He didn't have claws. Instead, he was this mutant who just had a healing factor, but then was kidnapped by the CIA who had their eye on him. Then they brought him into the Weapon X program, giving him an adamantium skeleton, trying to make him...
That is the origin of Wolverine. You feel me? He was just a motherfucker that was drink, smoke, get in the fights, and he had a healing factor. Then he was kidnapped. Then he was put in the Weapon X program. Now he has the claws. You feel me?
monster who was a killer to be used by the government, when in reality the real monsters were the people in government. Weapon X is one of the greatest comics ever made, and probably the best story for the character of Wolverine. And once again, Insomniac, the people making this game and the people sucking off this corporate company, have never ever read Weapon X, because if they did, they'd know that this was complete bullshit. And I'm not going to dive deep into this, but I just saw 1 second of an IGN preview, and I just needed to destroy this prick right here. Now I'm paraphrasing because I don't really remember this Salop interview, but basically these guys were talking about the Wolverine game, and their takeaway was that it's cooler to have him running around in military gear, wearing armor when he's actually immortal for some reason, instead of him looking the way he did in the Weapon X comic.
Just like a guy outside of a 7-Eleven flipping a pocket knife over and over. And you're like, all right, you should get a job, but it's, you know, it's pretty cool if you're in 6th grade. So this is, I'm gonna admit, I was so hoping that it would be done through the lens of like Weapon X flashbacks, but I guess this is still pretty cool. I think most people would be turned off if they start the game and it's just Wolverine in like a VR headset and a diaper, like running through the woods. You know, when they let him loose in the woods, he's just running around in his underwear with like an Oculus Rift.
Right. Yeah. There would have been a way. They would have had to motherfucking got around that. They would have probably just had to throw some motherfucking boxers on him or something. But he still got the shit taped to his fucking head, and he's running through the woods trying to get the fuck away, you know. But they got him fully clothed, armored and shit. I gotta see what that game is about. I gotta check that game out. I gotta, I mean, like, not buy it. I'm gonna just like watch the motherfucking. I'm gonna watch the gameplay and all that shit when the game come out. I got a feeling it might be 20-hour game if they chop everything up, cinematic cutscenes and gameplay. It might go down to about 2.5, probably 3 hours if I just watch the cutscenes. But if I'm watching full gameplay, chances are might be about like 15 to 20 hours. I watched that Pragmata. That Pragmata was pretty good. It got really emotional at the end.
You know, one of the most badass characters of all time, and they'd rather the fake Goyim Wolverine being bossed around and saved by women. And you have a lot of people here on Twitter who are mentally handicapped and are getting laughed at, saying that this is their Logan. You can do whatever you want. You can claim this gay homo retard here who is not Logan. Anybody who's a real...
And you know what's gonna be funny? They're gonna have some mods to make Wolverine look grimy, more gutter. They're gonna have, you want to play Wolverine with the Hugh Jackman face? There's like, nigga, we'd rather have Hugh Jackman in this motherfucking role. Give us Hugh Jackman face modification. Because this Wolverine looked like, let's just say, he looked like a young baby Wolverine, like before he really got gutter. You know, we can call him like young Wolverine, like in his mid-20s. He looked like 20s Wolverine. He looked like a damn near look like a goddamn kid. It's like they created a WWE SmackDown character and threw a Wolverine motherfucking modification face, and it wasn't even fully there. His hair's supposed to be just like a little long. He's supposed to look like, you know, like supposed to look like at least close to the comic book. But I understand to make shit realistic. Then go to the comic book and make the hair a little more wider out, make it look more like, you know, like not too animalistic, but close, you know. And you know, and you gotta have that look. You know, just go back to the old comics. You know.
Fan doesn't really care because it's not even close to the character. And also, from playing the original build of the game, it's basically just the X-Men Origins game from PS3. Exact set pieces, moves, and controls were copied into the new game. And it seems that that's what they're copying here, because in real Wolverine stories, he's usually in a bar in Canada, or he's in the middle of an American city, or he's fighting the Hand in the middle of Tokyo, getting into bar fights, wearing his classic brown and tan suit, or the blue and yellow one, not whatever this shit is. And there's people here on posts like this with 2 million views calling out the fact that why the hell is he wearing armor plating? The people making this game clearly, as you can see, do not fucking understand the character. Wolverine doesn't back down from a fight. He doesn't need armor plating. He's a badass character who's a mix of Conan the Barbarian, almost like a warrior who doesn't need any piece of armor, and also heavy drinking and smoking, gritty character similar to an old school noir detective. You can see this in the Wolverine run from the 80s by Chris Claremont and Larry Hama. All you need to do is read it and not LARP online, or make a game which is an abhorrent disgrace to Wolverine. And just take a guess at what the response was from these retarded sons of bitches at Insomniac. They've decided instead of changing the game to actually fit the character, they want to bitch and moan online, complaining that the constant criticism and attacks are an onslaught on their mental health. Nobody fucking cares. Your game is an onslaught of sheer garbage and shit. It's an onslaught of constant propaganda and political messaging. Nobody cares. It's very easy to make a game that's accurate to the character, but you did not want to do that. And this is the response. People are going to call you out on your bullshit. You have to read the comics. You have to understand the character. You have to treat the stories and characters within Wolverine's world with respect. Any Wolverine or Uncanny X-Men comic before 1999 is absolutely kick-ass. And you can be guaranteed that Wolverine will be smoking, drinking, taking on some epic samurai revenge arc, and not doing whatever rom-com bullshit I'm looking at right here. Why isn't he wearing any of Wolverine's outfits, and instead he's wearing the Christopher Nolan edition? Doesn't he have Wolverine's haircut? They're going to completely butcher the Weapon X segment, never showing respect to the original story, and instead creating their own thing where this fucktard is running around crying or something. And like I mentioned previously, there's people here showing content from the original builds that were very easy to get your hands on. Where my prediction is they're going to be taking out a lot of stuff that people didn't like, trying to hide the fact that the game sucked. Like the fact that there was like The Last of Us for some reason, which just explains it all. Why the fuck are you taking inspiration from the lesbian propaganda Jewish slap, which was The Last of Us? And also the fact that you could play as Jean Grey in the original build, and they've taken that out because they know that people don't want to play as Jean Grey. And to everybody crying, I want to play as Jean Grey, yeah, you might in the middle of an X-Men game where she can kick some ass, but not in a video game titled Wolverine. It's not titled Wolverine and the bitch-faced feminist Jean Grey. But that would probably be
like, nigga, like the original build. But they were trying to, there's like they had med kits. I'm like, how the fuck are they having a med kit? Wolverine has a healing factor. And then they said the original build is gonna play as Jean Grey. They gotta take that out because nobody would play with Jean Grey in a game called Wolverine. All right. You play Jean Grey if you play in an X-Men game. Okay? You don't want to play with Jean Grey in a game called Wolverine. Nigga, that's a fucking stone cold fact. Now
or apt title for this piece of shit. Or maybe Goyim Wolverine acts like a redditor and cocks for a big load of mutants that are stand-in for people of color.
You good?
Yeah. That's Trosky's goons still hate mutants.
Yeah, well, give him a new reason to hate us.
Or maybe it should just be entitled Fake Wolverine that doesn't act any way like the character. You should be calling out this slap and this propaganda if you're a real fan, and if you have any backbone or spine. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. I don't care if the game's out yet or not. I hate to be that guy, but I really was right on this, and so was anybody else who had the balls to call it out. Don't ever settle for silver, especially when silver is a company which pumps out propaganda 24/7. The solution is to say fuck you to everybody who's defending and making this game. Go back and read the original comics that kick ass, and never ever give money to a propaganda machine which hates you. Always question these companies' true intentions and form an original opinion that doesn't go along with what you're told to think. And if you got a problem with any of that, go fuck yourself.
For real, for real.
Hey,
all right. Now, we need to check out what's going on in Gary, Indiana.
I'm gonna tell y'all why those lights went out in Indiana. They're building a massive new AI data center. And when I say massive, I'm talking about 1,000 acres. But that's not the only thing. In Sullivan County, Indiana, the crew that is working on that data center hit a power line that supplies tornado circuits. Now that's just what they're saying, that they made a mistake and hit a power line while they're building that AI center. I wouldn't doubt it if they're taking that power and pushing it towards that AI data center and just calling it a power outage. We all know know that those AI centers require something very big, a lot of land and a lot of power. And the fact that they've been without power for 8 or 9 days, what happens if a tornado comes through while those sirens aren't working? And if you notice, they're building these massive AI facilities in rural areas where the land is cheap. A lot of them are being placed in predominantly black and low-income communities. They don't care about people living in these communities. Those AI centers are profitable. We all remember what happened before. Remember when they ran highways through black communities? They put up factories, refineries, toxic industries around black communities. And what happened? Those families were left dealing with pollution, sickness, displacement, and reconstruction. And that's exactly what's going to happen when all these AI data centers are built. I'm going to tell y'all why.
Yep, y'all need to hear that again.
I'm going to tell y'all why those lights went out in Indiana. They're building a massive new AI data center. When I say massive, I'm talking about 1,000 acres. But that's not the only thing. In Sullivan County, Indiana, the crew that is working on that data center hit a power line that supplies tornado service. Now, that's just what they're saying, that they made a mistake and hit a power line while they're building that AI center. I wouldn't doubt it if they're taking that power and pushing it towards that AI data center and just calling it a power outage. We all know that those AI centers require something very big, a lot of land and a lot of power. And the fact that they've been without power for 8 or 9 days, what happens if a tornado comes through while those sirens aren't working? And if you notice, they're building these massive AI facilities in rural areas where the land is cheap. A lot of them are being placed in predominantly black and low-income communities. They don't care about people living in these communities. Those AI centers are profitable. We all remember what happened before. Remember when they ran highways through black communities? They put up factories, refineries, landfills, not to mention toxic industries around black communities. And what happened? Those families were left dealing with pollution, sickness, displacement, and reconstruction. And that's exactly what's going to happen when all these AI data centers are built. I'm going to tell y'all why.
Good. Nah, let's get to it.
Hey, you already know, on this channel, we hold this racist system accountable. Because if we don't, who will? And if you don't like it, get to stepping, because it ain't going to stop. Now, run the tape.
Gary, Indiana, being without power for 8 days. We was talking about doing a food tour in the Midwest because we're going to Chicago next year for our festival. How we gonna do a food tour in the Midwest and Gary ain't had no power and ain't nobody talking about it? I, for one, have not seen anybody else outside of Gary, Indiana talk about what's going on in Gary, Indiana. And I don't like it. And if you know me, you know I put my money where my mouth is. So today alone, we've been on the phone with the mayor's office to see if there's ways we can get involved. We've been on the phone with Salvation Army to see if we can get a Salvation Army truck and just drive around and pass out necessities, goods, anything that we can get our hands on. Now I'm not only making this video to say, if you in Indiana and you know any ways we can get involved, please let me know. I'm also making this video to say, I think this should be national news. And it's crazy to me that it's not being talked about. All the stuff y'all talk about on social media nowadays, everybody got a think piece on everything. Why not a think piece on the fact that communities that look like myself been out with power for 8 days? Gary, Indiana, we will see y'all in a minute. The Midwest Food Tour is officially starting, and it's starting with y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. I'll be safe. This is my announcement. We will be there soon. Again, any way we can help, please let me know. You want to show up in the best way we possibly can. We don't want to just show up for the fact of showing up. So if you can let us know what's the best way to show up, I will forever be appreciative and grateful. I appreciate y'all.
Keith Lee just brought national attention to Gary, Indiana, after a massive storm and tornadoes damaged the power grid, knocking down trees and power lines and leaving thousands of residents without electricity for days. Make that make sense. And in the words of Johnny Taylor, they running out of lies, getting hard to think of an alibi. All these people do is lie, brother. You telling me a tornado caused Gary, Indiana to go without power for 11 days? Yeah, all right. And look, Keith Lee was right. This should be national news. We all know why it's not. Because Gary, Indiana is 76.2% Black American people. But we'll talk about that later on in this video. So before I spaz out, I ain't even gonna lie, brother. In my opinion, this is similar to Hurricane Katrina, to the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Just a little bit. Man, run the tape.
NIPSCO released estimated restoration times for areas across northwest Indiana, and Gary was left off of it. Now we know why. NIPSCO crews continue to repair the nearly 300 power poles damaged in Gary, Indiana.
Did anybody come out here in the Etna area and do that? No.
Bridget Sanders is one of more than 20,000 still without power in Gary.
We are being left behind. Every time something go on, Gary is left behind. We are the last one on the totem pole to get anything done.
Gary's mayor and leaders with NIPSCO's parent company say next Tuesday is the earliest power will be fully restored.
I want to be clear, Gary has not been left behind.
NIPSCO says Gary has been left off of recent restoration timeline updates because the utility didn't have confidence on when power could be restored. The company says a labor dispute earlier this year that locked out more than 1,500 workers is not contributing to the delay.
We did not defer. We did not decrease. We continued to perform the work. You're actually looking at my shed.
Not what it used to look like. Penelope Love is without power, like so many in the hard-hit Etna Manor neighborhood.
People get tired, and they're getting a little weary.
Love is president of the Neighborhood Revitalization Program, and while so much has been damaged or destroyed, she's grateful for what she does have.
We've not lost water. We've not lost actual homes where you can no longer see where people actually lived. I'm sorry.
Take your time. Take your time.
But the idea is that we got our lives.
Thousands of Gary residents have been without power for over a week, losing food and relying on emergency assistance. The prolonged outages and wait for basic services are reminiscent of Hurricane Katrina's aftermath. Though Katrina was far more devastating, make that make sense. And I say, wait. I'm starting to notice a pattern all across this country, bro. They doing whatever it takes to destroy Black American cities. If I'm lying in my comment section, tell me I'm lying. I've been telling y'all they all on the same team. The government, the politicians, even the goddamn media. That's why our people have to come from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, bro, to tell us what was going on in Gary, Indiana. This woman said there's nowhere to go. And in my opinion, that was all by design. They've been doing this to Black cities, to Black neighborhoods, to our Black people, ever since the 1800s, ever since the 1900s. And guess what? History always repeats itself. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, let's travel back in time right quick. Check this out. Gary, Indiana was once called the Magic City, powered by Roman steel mills and thousands of good-paying jobs. But when steel and factory jobs disappeared, businesses and schools closed, and the crack era devastated neighborhoods. The once thriving city was hit hard. Make that make sense. And in the words of the Gap Band, you dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. This racist system continues to drop bomb after bomb after bomb on our people. Gary, Indiana is 76.2% Black American people. And in my opinion, this is if you think I'm tripping, in my comment section, tell me I'm tripping. They tried to destroy our people in Gary by closing down steel mills. They tried to destroy our people in Gary by closing down schools. They tried to destroy our people in Gary by the government putting crack in that city. I can go on, and it's all by design. And today, they're creating storms to build data centers. Today, they're creating storms to gentrify Black American cities. And the cold part is, bro, Gary, Indiana was in the process of rebuilding. Man, check this out. Before the August 11th storm and massive power outage, Gary was making a comeback after decades of decline. The city had an $80 million revitalization push, a $60 million FedEx Center, and a roughly $100 million convention center underway, bringing new jobs and investment to Gary when the storm hit. Make that make sense. And I keep telling y'all over and over and over again, racist Caucasian people in this racist system, they have always been haters. They have always been our biggest haters. Gary, Indiana is only 11% Caucasian people. So they don't want to see our people thrive there. And if you're from Gary, if you got family or friends in Gary, if I'm lying in my comment section, just tell me I'm lying. Because every time we make progress, they start hating. Because the more things change, the more they stay
And every time a revolution about to start, they come up with a fucking catastrophe.
Same. For example, they did the same exact thing to our people in Tulsa, Oklahoma, aka Black Wall Street. They did the same exact thing to our people in Oscarville, Georgia. They did the same exact thing to our people in Seneca Village. They did the same exact thing to our people in the Elaine Massacre. They did the same exact thing to our people in the Rosewood Massacre. They doing the same thing they did to our people during Hurricane Katrina, bro. I can go on and on.
Yep, we can go on and on. And don't get us started on the government experiments that was being put on us too.
They saw our people in Gary starting to thrive, starting to rebuild, and they don't like that, bro. They doing whatever it takes to keep us down. They doing whatever it takes to hold us back, bro. I keep telling y'all, the game is cold. Keith Lee just announced that he's coming to Gary, Indiana on Monday, August 24th, to help residents affected by the massive power outage and bring more national attention and support to the community. Make that make sense. And y'all already know, bro, before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Man, look, shout out to Keith Lee, bro. He's always bringing awareness. He's always helping the people. Because in my opinion, this was all by design, to wipe out Black American cities, to wipe out Black American culture. And if you feel like I'm tripping, in my comment section, tell me I'm tripping. Because you got to think about it. Hurricane Katrina happened in August. This storm in Indiana happened in August. Never mind. Maybe I'm tripping. But look, they want you to pay your bills on time. Every month you got to pay them bills on time. But when stuff like this happen, it's been 11 days with no power in the summer. Make it make sense. Look, bro, to my people that's in Gary, I'm going to always speak up for y'all, man. So I hope y'all watch this video. If you got family in Gary, share this video so they can see it, bro. I'm out, man. But before I go, run the tape.
Okay, I got the update. Gary, Indiana has been without power for the last 9 days, and nobody was talking about it, and I thought it was crazy. So, and God willing, people talking about it. With that being said, we got an announcement. We are teaming up with not only the Salvation Army, but the city of Gary, Indiana, to throw an event Monday. The exact location and time will be shared on my story when we get closer. For now, I can tell y'all what we're going to have at the event. So my family and Salvation Army will both be bringing trucks full of supplies. It's not only just my family and the Salvation Army. Tyrese Halliburton found out what we was doing, and he matched our contribution. That is amazing. So we're going to have supplies. We're going to have a DJ that's provided directly by the city of Gary. And I got over 1,000 messages of months and food trucks and people who sell food that want to get involved. So we're going to open it up for everybody who want to contribute. So if you are a food truck or a restaurant that would like to contribute, you can reach out to this email and we can coordinate it. And also, if you want to contribute and send supplies, which again, I had over 1,000 people that said they want to do it, you can send it to this address. And if you want to volunteer with us, you can go to this website, thesalvationarmy.org, and you can sign up to be a volunteer. And I know it's not turning up our own, but it is a place for community. If you want some supplies or you need some supplies, come get some. If you want some food or you need some food, come get some. If you want to listen to some music or you need that sense of people being around you, come get some. And I'm going to continue to talk about it because I think this should be a national conversation. And it's insane to me that it's not. So until it is, y'all won't hear me. God is amazing. I'll see you on Monday. God bless you. Have an amazing day. I'll be safe. Again, it wouldn't be possible without y'all. It wouldn't be possible without the people who are willing to join the efforts with us. And I'll see y'all.
Yeah. This is HHN in the morning. Hope everybody having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, cool night. Want to get up out of here. About to eat something real quick, but I'll definitely be back later. I'm at least try to be back later. Hashtag fuck YouTube. And much love to my God is Vanta, my UK correspondent. And shout out to everybody that support me. And fuck all the haters, the bots and trolls. Hope y'all OD, get your throat slit and burned alive. In that order. Anyway. Might get on the game later. Like if I don't have no news for later on, I might play the game, show y'all some struggle streaming. And if not, I might have a song. Who knows? I might work on some music. Cause I got done dropping 20 tracks. I need some rest. You know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with my rest. I've been having these crazy ass fucking headaches. But I'm feeling pretty cool today. But shouts out there, everybody. Hope everybody have a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody's going to watch on the playback. It's HHN in the morning. I'm out. Peace.